21 Indian fishermen who illegally crossed the maritime boundary into Sri Lanka have been remanded until the 19th of this month.
The fishermen were produced before the Mannar magistrate today. The group was arrested at night the day before yesterday by the Sri Lanka Navy off the coast of Thalai Mannar. The Navy had also taken custody of 5 trawlers that the fishermen were travelling in. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Development says that 25 fishermen that were arrested off the coast of Andhra Pradesh in India recently and their 5 boats will be released and returned home. Issuing a communique, the ministry notes that the crew of 5 boats, including Tejan 1 and Aravindaputta, who were arrested by Indian authorities on the 27th of April this year, will be returning to the island. The communique says that they will be handed over to the Sri Lanka Navy at Kanka Santure tomorrow. The ministry says that there are no other Sri Lankan fishermen or vessels that are currently in Indian custody.
An event was held yesterday to mark the 80th birthday of the General Secretary of the Tamil United Liberation Front, V. Anandasankare.
The event was held at the Rasa Manikam Hall in Kalavanchikudi Bariklo. A group including parliamentarians participated at this event. When armed battles were going on in the country, what did the government say? The government, which accepted that there was a national problem, also said that it must be resolved via talks. The government, which said then that they would implement the 13th Amendment, is saying after the war that they will not implement it. The government says that if elections for the Northern Provincial Council election are held with the powers provided through the 13th Amendment, there is a possibility for ELAM to be established. The government today is acting with this dream in mind. They are saying this and are attempting to keep us downtrodden. Last March, when a resolution against Sri Lanka was put forward in Geneva, America went to a number of nations seeking support. However, India had the ability to stay in one place and secure the support of all nations.
Let's now take a quick look at the newspaper cartoon of the day. Convener of the Inter-University Students' Federation, Sanjeeva Bandara, has been remanded until the 15th of July. The order was issued when Sanjeeva Bandara appeared before the Fort Magistrate, Thilina Gamage, this morning. The convener of the IUSF was remanded for violating bail conditions, including not inconveniencing the public, not participating in illegal rallies, and not organizing illegal rallies. That was set by the Fort Magistrates Court on the 30th of September last year. Submitting a B report in court last week, the Criminal Investigations Department said that Bandara had violated bail conditions and requested that he be ordered to appear before court today. While Bandara appeared in court today in accordance with this order, he was subsequently placed in remand custody.
You're watching News First Primetime News here on MTV Sports. Time now to take a look at Action TV.
The debate on whether provincial councils are a white elephant or not is raging across the country at present. However, these 2 pillars at a treatment centre that comes under the jurisdiction of the dissolved Northwestern Provincial Council is probably a cause for joy for advocates of the provincial councils. This was constructed following the establishment of the Northwestern Provincial Council. This was constructed under the Highlands Development Scheme in order to provide health security to agrarian families living in settlements about 20 kilometers from Politigama. However, it is a wealthy individual from Japan that has borne the biggest burden in establishing this centre, which has been named the Puttalam Central Medicine Hall. It is this individual that financed the construction of this centre. From January 2000, when this was declared open, it was the responsibility of the Northwestern Provincial Council to attach a doctor and family health officer to this centre and maintain it. The Provincial Council lived up to its responsibility only until 2006. Although notice has been put up at this centre, inquiries can only be made from the security guard that has been attached here. It is a rarity to find the security guard at the premises during the daytime. The family health officer who comes here once a month to weigh infants is in fact attached to a separate division. Nevertheless, there are plenty of force notices and decorations at this centre. When will this centre, which is currently being used to treat people only when they fall sick en masse, be turned into a functioning medical centre? Governor of the Northwestern Province, over to you.
The 98th death anniversary of Edward Henry Pedris was held in Colombo yesterday.
Born on the 16th of August 1888, Don Henry Pedris was a social activist and army officer during the colonial era. In 1915, the British rulers of Sri Lanka sentenced him to death on charges of inciting racial violence. However, these allegations were later proven to be false. The event to mark the 98th death anniversary of Henry Pedris was held near the Henry Pedris statue located in the Havelock Town area. Lord Buddha preached how racism comes into being. You cannot tell an individual's ethnicity by looking at an individual's blood. The blood of the Sinhalese, Tamils and Muslims are all the same. Today there is a change in conception due to the people moving away from the teachings of Buddhism. As a 28-year-old hero, he faced death bravely. Every year we commemorate his death. His death gave strength to the country, race and religion. As Sinhala Buddhists, it is our duty to commemorate him.